Did you know that most LSAT students waste at least 12 minutes per reading comp section and they have no idea they're even doing it? If that sounds shocking, stay with me. Today, I'm going to share 10 little known strategies that can dramatically cut your reading comp time without sacrificing accuracy. Now, here's why this matters. Imagine what it would feel like to confidently finish every passage knowing you've locked in the right answers and still have time to spare. That's what I want for you. Stick around because I'll also reveal the one counterintuitive mindset shift that can totally transform your reading comp score practically overnight. First, for those who don't know me, my name is Steve Schwartz. I've been teaching the LSAT since 2005, helping students boost their scores by 10, 20, even 30 points. And reading comp is one of the biggest pain points I see, but it doesn't have to be. Today, I'm going to share with you a foolproof plan to nail reading comp every single time. Now, most LSAT students struggle because they make three key mistakes. First, they read every word like it's gospel, treating LSAT passages like literature assignments. But the LSAT isn't testing your ability to memorize random details. It's all about understanding arguments and structure. Second, students try to memorize details instead of focusing on context, highlighting names and dates, but missing the bigger picture. Third, they assume speed reading will save them, but in reality, depth of understanding is what really counts. Now, let's fix those mistakes with 10 strategies to transform your reading comp performance. First, you want to prioritize the author's tone and purpose over the details. Is the author enthusiastic, skeptical, or neutral? If you can ID their tone early on, it makes the rest of the passage much easier to follow. Second, you want to embrace selective skimming. You don't need to read every word in excruciating detail. Instead, focus on the first and last sentences of each paragraph and skim the middle for keywords like however, but, or nevertheless, which signal shifts in the argument. By the way, if you're thinking, this sounds great, but how do I actually apply it to my unique challenges? Let me share with you a quick story. One of my students, Jake, was stuck at 150 for months. But when we started working together in my personalized LSAT coaching program, we pinpointed specific habits that were costing him precious time. In just 6 weeks, Jake hit a 165 on his next practice test. So if you want results like Jake's, you could check out the links below to find out more about our personalized one-on-one LSAT coaching programs. We can work together to figure out what's holding you back and turn it into your biggest strength on your journey to 170 plus. Now, the third strategy is to write micro summaries after each paragraph. In one sentence, you sum up what that paragraph was really about. This keeps you engaged and it helps you avoid losing track of the passage's overall structure. Fourth, you want to break down complex sentences. When you encounter a long, dense sentence, find the subject and verb first. Then, tackle the additional clauses one at a time. This makes even the most convoluted sentences manageable. Fifth, let the questions guide your focus. Attack them in the order that works best for you: global, local, inferential. Global would be like main idea. Local is a more of a detail-oriented question, and inferential requires a bit more reading between the lines. For main idea, you knock those out first. Big picture, detail questions, do those second. Go back to specific lines when you need to. And third, for the inferential, that requires a bit more jumping around. It's going to take longer. That's why we're saving those for last. Now, if that sounds like a lot, it is. But if you want to make it easier, I've put together a free, easy LSAT cheat sheet that breaks down these strategies step by step, and it includes quick exercises you can use to master them today. You can grab it using the links below. Again, it's totally free, and it's a great way to start improving your score right now. The sixth strategy is to use process of elimination ruthlessly. Be especially cautious of answer choices with extreme language like always or never. The LSAT loves nuanced, balanced answers, so watch for those. Seventh, you want to triage the passages because not all of them are created equal. Start with those you find easiest, whether it's science, law, or humanities. If you can build momentum early, that'll give you confidence for the tougher passages later. Eighth, predict the answers before looking at the choices. When you read a question, pause and think, what is the passage most likely saying about this? If you have a mental prediction, that'll help you avoid falling for tempting wrong answers. Ninth, don't be afraid to skip a question. If you're stuck between two, mark one and move on. Often, you'll have more clarity when you revisit it later. 10th, adopt an active engagement mindset. Don't just read passively. Ask yourself what the author is trying to argue, what evidence they're using, and who might disagree. When you treat the passage like a debate, the answers feel more obvious. Remember, reading comp is not about being a speed reader or memorizing every detail. It's about understanding the structure, the arguments, and the tone, and then applying that understanding strategically. Again, if you'd like more help, check out the links below to book a call with me, my team. We'd be glad to help you out on your journey to mastering reading comp and scoring 170 plus. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.